Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Caitlin McGrath. After talking about Hurricane Ian for over a week now, we are finally starting to see the remnants of this powerful hurricane working their way into our area. Ian, of course, making landfall earlier this week as a Category 4 storm in Florida, making its final landfall this afternoon in South Carolina as a Category 1 hurricane. But the outer bands already starting to impact parts of our area, and throughout the afternoon, this rain will only become more widespread. Here we are right around 4 o'clock. I do think most of us we'll be seeing some light rain for the afternoon and evening commute. But then later tonight, if you have outdoor plans this evening, we are expecting the rainfall to pick up in intensity. Some moderate to heavy rain right around dinner time, say 7 to 8 p.m. is when we'll start to see the worst of the weather move through. The rain, again, could be heavy at times. If we were to see any flooding concerns from the rain over the next several days, I do think they would be tonight. This is right around 11 o'clock. Checking in with Topper, he'll be tracking some really locally heavy rain, breezy wind kicking up as well. We'll tell you more about a wind advisory coming up in just a few minutes, but overnight we'll continue to see these locally heavy downpours push off to the north and east. This is 3:30 a.m. Still seeing some locally heavy rain, but by the time we wake up tomorrow morning, I do think most of us will be left with light scattered showers, otherwise overcast conditions, really noticeable wind throughout the weekend. But like we've been talking about for days now, it is not going to be a washout. There will be plenty of dry periods both Saturday and Sunday, but we will see off and on scattered showers throughout the day. So whatever you have going on this weekend, take the rain gear with you just in case. You might not need it the entire time, but we are expecting those showers to continue throughout the afternoon and into the evening. This is 6 p.m. seeing a batch of heavier rain off in our western counties. A couple of our computer models have been picking up on that prolonged steadier rain farther off to our west, really to the west of I-81. That's where we could see some locally higher totals, but most of us just see nuisance rain throughout the day on Saturday. And a very similar story for Sunday. This is 7 a.m. waking up to overcast skies, a few showers from time to time, and that will continue throughout the afternoon. Right now, it is looking like Sunday is the wetter of the 2 days. So if you have some outdoor plans, maybe want to run some errands, shoot for Saturday. Sunday, we could see some steadier rain, still very light in nature, maybe a few moderate showers from time to time throughout the afternoon. This is right around 4 o'clock, but still not a washout of a Sunday. And then as we head into Monday, some of our models are trending that the rain could pull out of here a little bit earlier. I think we'll wake up to some showers. In fact, I think we'll see a few more showers than what Futurecast is indicating for the Monday morning commute, but most of the afternoon does look dry, with a similar story as we look ahead toward Tuesday. So the heaviest rain kicks up tonight, off and on showers both Saturday and Sunday, but Monday and Tuesday look like the driest of the next several days. When all is said and done, for the most part, looking at 1.5 to maybe 2.5 inches of rain, which, unless we see some really locally heavy rainfall in a short period of time tonight, isn't enough to cause any flooding concerns and will end up being pretty beneficial. We're in a rainfall deficit for the month. It's been a very dry September so far, but we will close out the month and head into October picking up some much needed rain. So if you do have a basement that typically floods with some heavier rain, maybe clear out your storm drains just in case. But for the most part, not talking about a whole lot of rain in a short period of time, rather some beneficial rain falling over the next several days. Wind, another concern for tonight. You'll already notice the breeze if you step outside this afternoon, but by this evening, starting to see that wind pick up a little bit more, gusting 30, maybe 35 miles per hour, especially in southern Maryland. That's where we're expecting the strongest of the wind. But later tonight and really overnight is when we see the strongest wind pick up, gusting 30 to 35 miles per hour. Could see wind gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. That's why we have a wind advisory in effect for parts of southern Maryland. We'll show you exactly where in just a minute. And then throughout the weekend, the wind not as strong as what we're expecting overnight tonight, but still very noticeable, gusting from time to time to 20 to 30 miles per hour throughout the day on Saturday and into Sunday as well. I think by Sunday night, the wind starts to calm down a little bit more. So if you have any holiday decorations that are already out or anything outside that can easily be blown over, I would either secure them or just bring them inside for the weekend. We do have a wind advisory in effect that starts at 6 o'clock tonight, goes until early tomorrow morning for Calvert and St. Mary's County, over towards the mountains as well, where again we could see those winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour. We also have a coastal flood warning in effect for St. Mary's County and coastal flood advisories for everywhere you see shaded there in that lime green. That's because we will have such a strong strong onshore flow, so wind pushing the water into land, that we could see some minor flooding. Where we have that warning in effect is where we could see inundation up to a foot. So if you're familiar with the area, if you have any interest in the area, just keep in mind that we could see some flooding all the way through Sunday morning, with the strongest wind pushing on already high tides. The biggest threat will be right around high tide if you are making any plans to maybe secure your boat or make sure that your property is okay. As we look ahead towards the weekend, again, it is not a washout. I know there's a lot of rain here over the next several days, but there will be dry hours as well. But not only is it rainy, cloudy, it's also cool. High temperature, only 66 degrees on Saturday. That's about 10 degrees cooler than we should be for this time in September. And as we head into October, I guess tomorrow's technically October, right? It's going to be a cool start to October. And then as we head into Sunday, temperatures even cooler than that, 62 degrees. And we bottom off on Monday at 59 degrees for a high temperature. Really chilly as we head back to work and school on Monday. Tuesday, a few showers possible in the morning, but trending drier. And then the sunshine finally returns by the middle part of next week, and temperatures get a bit warmer as well.